Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. In the last part, we beat up Carrie in the volcano, and now we're gonna continue on to some needed plot stuff, but it's kind of out of the way. Also, as you just noticed, I sold some equipment.
You beat up your sister, how rude.
Yeah. Except in real life, it'd be the exact opposite. She'd be beating me up.
Probably.
Because I cannot even begin to match my siblings on the strength.
Why, are they like all buffed up? Do they...
Compared to me, yes.
Wow. That's interesting, actually.
Anyway, I'm actually forgetting where we're going right now. Let me take a
we're going
look.
we're going to the ice cavern for Kraken, I think.
No, Kraken's not until, I think, 2 parts from now. Let me look at the thing.
Well, first enemy we've got is a troll.
Which I actually...
I don't have the notes for it.
There's a reason for that. This was actually an accidental battle I left in, as I noticed, because I was like taking a look at my notes. I was like, wait, the troll's in here twice. So I guess you could say we got trolled by that.
Ha!
Gary,
there
I've
you
been
go
waiting to use that joke for years.
There you go. There you go with the puns, and hopefully Fire Emblem will be funner with your puns. Ow!
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's see. Yeah, actually, we're heading straight to the ice cave. There's a bit of a shortcut I think we're about to do, though, with that. What you're supposed to do, there's a port right there, and you're supposed to walk over here to the river, but if you're on the ship and you go over to a river tile, you go right into the canoe. That is unintentional. I think all later ports actually fix that, which is sad.
That's unfortunate. Well, again, Final Fantasy 87 or something?
Yeah,
So,
86 in
everywhere.
Japan, I think.
Ow, I stubbed my toe and it's really hurting right now.
My finger's oddly, not really hurting, but it's feeling weird. It's, like, twisted. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Gross.
Either way, yeah, the little maze of rivers here isn't that bad. There's the ice cave right here, which I'm gonna say right now is actually one of the better places to grind later on, except for the fact that it's one of the most dangerous at the same time, because enemies in here suck.
Ooh, it's got nice music to it.
This is actually a theme we've heard before. Final Fantasy 1 soundtrack isn't very large, but I will say for a fact, it is a great way to kick off the series, because it has great music. Either way, we got some new enemies here. First off, we have the Wraith, known as Spectre in later translations, 114 HP, resists Ice Quick status, weak to Fire Holy, and their attacks can paralyze.
You did not give me all that. Or wait, those are the Wraiths. Those are the Wraiths, not the Spectres.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
there's
some
two
reason,
kinds of Wraiths here. It's interesting. In the notes.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. The second new enemy, by the way, is the Image here, known as Wraiths in later translations. 86 HP, resists status, Ice, Earth, weak to Fire Holy. That is because, for some reason, for a lot of the undead type enemies, some names were put a level higher. I'm not sure why. It's one weird translation quirk that's never quite made sense to me. Also, in this room, you can go either way. This is just a square pathway. You'll end up at the goal either way. But it's not him that sucks, nor is it either of these guys. You got a Frost Giant known as Ice Gigas in later translations. 336 HP, resists Ice, weak to Fire, and...
The Frost Wolf. The 92 hit points, resist Ice, weak to Fire. Frost is the Ice equivalent to Blaze from the last part.
Yeah, and they're known as Winter Wolves in the later translations. Also, I forgot to mention, the images can also paralyze you like the Wraiths, so watch out for that.
The fact that you've noticed that I say hit points and you say HP is gonna bother me a lot when we do this kind of thing. Why? I don't know.
Habits like that are something that some people pick up. Like, I know some people that call controllers paddles instead. Some people say hit points, some people say HP. It really is just a tomato-tomato thing, though there is some games where I'm like, no, you're just flat out wrong. They never call them hit points. It could be hero points.
Isn't that where the controversy thing from FF7 by Dorkley? It's where they were discussing how to say Bahamut.
Yes.
And like freaking Bahamut and Mako points, mana points. Is there even mana in Final Fantasy?
It depends on the game. Flame Sword there, Flame Elemental Sword. We're gonna put that on someone. I forget who. Probably Zell. I still think well, first off, Final Fantasy VII iOS. What do you think about that?
I find it to be a very interesting concept. I really want to see if I can get the money to get it. I don't know how much it costs.
I think like $20. Either way, next new enemy is a mage, Dark Wizard in later translations, 105 or 106 HP. I can't quite read that right.
That is 105.
Alright, it has a spell cycle of Rub, Lightning 3, Fire 3, Bane, Slow 2, and Stun. Rub and Bane are instant kill attacks, as I've said before, so watch out for that.
I was just about to ask what Rub and Stun do, so yeah.
These guys are actually recallers of the Astos boss we fought in like part 3 or 4.
Oh,
anyway, going back to
Dark
Final
Elf.
Fantasy. Yeah, anyway, going back to Final Fantasy 7 iOS, the one thing that I find kind of weird about it, because, well, first off, with that now, all the first 7 Final Fantasies are on iOS. But the thing is, there's cheats you can activate, like having no random battles, and that kind of raises a question with me when it comes to that. Like, why would you do that?
Well, the one game I could see that, well, the 2 games, rather, that I do that with are 9 and 10. 9 because Excalibur 2, but to be fair, Steiner doesn't need it.
In 9, I'd pretty much just make it like a DLC thing for a later port where you could just like lower your time back down to 0 or something.
Well, there's actually, funny you say that, because I think there's some kind of thing that they implemented where you need to have your game clock run 99 or 100 times, something like that, and it goes to, I believe, 99 hours. So multiply 99 by 99, or rather 99 by 100, and you got about 10,000. So,
yeah, there is an overflow glitch that you can use to get Excalibur 2. I would never do it because that's far too long, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd have to leave the game running for like 4 years, all told.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to just do the speed run. You could also hack to change your time, but that's a thing. Also, we've missed completely the last enemy, Gurpede, known as Remora, or Remoraz in later translations, 320 HP, resists fire ice. And that Frost Dragon, known as White Dragon in later translations, 200 HP, resists ice, bane, break, and quake, weak to fire and bolt.
Resist fire and ice is weak to nothing. Right. No, they're not weak to fire and bolt.
Yeah, they are. I actually made, when I was giving Kenny the notes earlier, because of the troll who I actually had in my notes because I didn't realize that I had fought him before, I accidentally gave some things the weaknesses and resistances from the enemy below.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's entirely my fault.
That makes sense. No.
Anyway, the gray stuff here that's a bit different looking than the other gray stuff is pretty much just gray lava. Does, I think, a very minor chip damage every time you step in it. It's nothing major at all.
Seems like it would be like liquid nitrogen.
Yeah. Also, one thing I entirely forgot to bring up, I think, back in the last part, whenever you're on a lava type tile, you actually cannot run into a random battle. They are programmed to not give you them for some reason.
Did they take that out in 5? Because I swear to God, you can run into battles when you're in the lava next to this castle.
You can in 5, but in 1, I'm not sure if it was a programming oversight, but it definitely doesn't happen in this version. I think it does in later ones. Next new enemy is my least favorite and probably the most deadly in the entire place. Sorcerers known as Mind Flayer or Mind Flayer in later translations.
No.
112 HP. Their attacks can instant kill, and they have the Mind Blast technique, which can hinder your fleeing capabilities.
What? Mind Blast?
Yeah.
Wait.
They suck, and you can run into like groups of 3, 4, 5 of them, and ugh.
Ew. Mind Flayer. Gross.
That's why, yeah, it's really stupid.
I think their worst is in 4, in my opinion.
Oh, that's right! I forgot about that. Ugh.
Aren't they in, like, the cave of... Oh god, I'm getting calls! Oh no!
On Skype or on...
That was Noah on Skype. I need to tell him what's going on.
Huh. Honestly, the weird thing about the Mind Flayers, though, and they're actually the reason I recommend what I'm about to say. Before you come into this cave, I know I'm saying this pretty late into the part, because we're 9 minutes in, save before coming in here, using an inn, or a tent, because you're going to need that. Either way, falling down here brings us back here. I forgot to mention this is our main goal. And stepping into this tile gives us the Eye, known as an Evil Eye in later translations, 162 HP. And this thing is, well, first off, it resists quake because it's counted as a floating enemy, even though I just killed it in one shot.
That was
the
very
thing is,
underwhelming.
Yeah, it's a much stronger enemy in later versions. The thing is about it is that its spell list sucks. Quadruple X, Break, Rub, Lightning 2, Hold, Mute, Slow, Sleep, Glance, Squint, Gaze, Stare. A lot of those are instant kill attacks.
That's a different
By
sprite
the
in
way,
the Japanese version, it says.
yeah, like Carrie, they had to change the way it looked to not accidentally infringe upon anything that they could have done in the Dungeons and Dragons, because it looked a lot like, I think, the Beholder. I don't remember if I don't think I will be able to find the sprite, so I'll just recommend you look it up. You can probably find it on the wiki.
Let me see if I can look that up.
Either way, with that, our next destination is a bit of an odd one to describe how to get to. You can only figure out you're supposed to take the floater we just got in the ice cave, where to take it from a guy in Elfland, who tells you where to go next. You're supposed to take the floater we just got from right after the Evil Eye fight, and take it here, and use it in your inventory to get your airship!
That's...
The Final Fantasy staple begins here. And with this, you pretty much never need the ship again.
Oh my goodness me. I'm trying
to think.
I was just about to ask, like, how are you supposed to know that you go there? And then I realized that I wasn't really paying attention to what you were saying because I was trying to find the
yeah, it's really stupidly obscure about where you have to go, but I'll give it the excuse for the time. By the way, with the airship, we pretty much have access to the rest of the world. They really expect you to explore everything from here on out. So with that, I think, if I recall the timestamp correctly, we're going to need to end this off here. Yep. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 9, which will be a longer part than 11.5 minutes, I think, we are going to be heading to the Cardian Islands.
Is that where Kraken is?
No, we're going on a bit of a side quest to get some necessary upgrades.
Oh no.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys then.
Bye.